Hello and welcome to Staying Up with Cammie and Taryn. I'm Cammie.
And I'm Taryn, and every night, me and this lovely lady that sits across from me, we have a sleepover.
With this big lump in between us.
With this old lump. If you're listening, there's a big old lumpy dog.
If you're watching. Oh, and if you're listening. He's always here.
He's always here. Even if you are watching or listening, there's always a lump between us, and he's huge and he's big.
I feel like Frank and I look the same. Look in the monitor. Don't we just look like two big lumps?
You do look like two big lumps. The whole point of the lump was saying every night we have a sleepover and the lump is there sometimes, and also another little lump is there sometimes. But every week we invite you to join us, and that is this podcast, and it's called Staying Up. So thank you for staying up with us.
And you guys are peepees, but also you could be lumps.
Lumpy piece.
Lumpy peas.
Stupid. Will you go on with Do You Want to Build a Snowman? We were trying to sing the song as we were making sure our level sounded good.
Yeah, we always test our audios and just say whatever. And I forget now. I was singing the lyrics, but I was like,
does anybody?
Can anybody hear me? Or is it, does anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Does it? Can anybody hear me?
Is that a different song?
Does anybody hear me?
Does anybody
wanna
care? And then I feel like it's like, I'm banging on the walls.
I'm knocking on your door. We used to be
best buddies, but now we're not.
Tell me where it went wrong.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yeah. Oh my God, I think we got it.
But is it really, does anybody hear me? Why would she be saying it like that? Isn't it like...
I think she's like walking through the halls and no one wants to play with her.
Did you like Frozen?
Yeah, I did.
I was wildly...
Underwhelmed. I liked it. I don't know if it over other things deserved the craze it did.
Okay.
Did you watch the second one?
Nope.
Me either.
Is there a third?
Is there?
I don't know. You know, we don't do a lot.
What?
A, watch movies, but B, watch animated movies.
We haven't really been watching. Yeah, we haven't watched Elemental yet. We haven't really
Elemental?
been watching.
The way you said that.
Haven't
said Elemental. We haven't watched Elemental yet.
We haven't.
That's cute.
We haven't been doing movies a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've been disappointed.
I feel like now that like shows are such a thing. I mean, they've always been a thing, but like series are
the
like
new craze,
so
sweeping the nation,
just like pickleball. But like now that shows are like so good and so long, like every show is like an hour or whatever.
It is a movie.
I'm like watching one movie that's like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how far can you get in a story? Which is stupid because
I can't care about
movies.
these characters yet, but then I do.
Yeah.
All right, should we watch a movie tonight?
Okay. One time for a date recently, peepees, I tried to gather a bunch of movies. Remember I made a list of a bunch of movies and we watched trailers and we were deciding if we watched which movies we watched.
Yeah.
So I can peek out that list again.
Oh yeah.
Pop out. Wop out. What am I?
Whip out?
Wop is not it.
Wop out? That list again. Whip it out.
But I should do that. And then we can pick a movie. Because there were really good ones that we didn't pick.
There were good ones.
You've never seen Coda.
Oh, I still haven't seen Coda. We should watch Coda.
Yeah. But it's not a phone movie.
That's okay. I don't want to. I think that's the thing. I want something that I am not on my phone with. There's a bug in my thing.
So it was a mosquito.
Oh God, I'm so over them.
You guys, LA is just being infested with little mosquitoes.
Yeah, New York, you might have the rats, but we have the mosquitoes, and they are a pest.
You know what I would give for a rat?
No, don't
I
say
love
that.
a rat.
Don't say that. No, you would freak out if there was a rat in our house.
In our house is different. People in New York don't have rats in their house.
Yes, they do.
It's like a street thing. It's like you see a rat on the street, Pete's a rat. It's like a fun thing.
It's not fun. Did you see the video of the rat climbing up people in the subway?
Climbing up people?
He was the craziest rat ever. He was like doing parkour. It was kind of cute.
That's really cute.
He was like running up and down. There's probably, I don't know, 10 or so. It's not like a packed subway car.
Yeah.
And he's like running up people's legs and they're like shaking him off. He goes flying, runs up the wall, runs back.
That's
he was like
really sweet.
He was doing like Ninja Warrior course. It was really cute. But if that was me, he's running up my leg, not cute. I would be scarred for life.
If you knew it didn't have rabies, would it be more fun for you?
No.
And it couldn't
I wouldn't
bite
even
you.
think
and
that
it
it
couldn't
had rabies.
bite you.
Still not fun. More fun, sure, but the fun bar's quite low here.
I mean, we're saying, would we swap New York rats for LA mosquitoes?
If they're only on the street,
They
and
are,
they're
babe.
not,
Mosquitoes come in our home,
rats come in people's homes,
but
honey.
not in the same way. It's
Yeah,
not like
like-
everyone in New York is like, wow, the rats are really in our house today. It's crazy.
Yeah,
That's different.
But if you get a rat infestation, that is so much scarier than a mosquito infestation.
Speaking of rats, do you want to talk about our PP of the week?
Are you calling our PP of the week a rat?
No, I did. Well, in a loving way, like a little rat.
Wait, before we get off the actual rats,
Yeah.
I finally finished Ratatouille. I know that we've talked about this on the pod quite a bit. And we were flying back from Paris, so it really just felt right.
Yep.
And I watched Ratatouille, and what a great movie.
Now you
Love
understand.
that little guy.
Now you understand.
Remy's so cool, except for he pissed me right off there in the middle.
When?
I don't want to spoil it.
No. You
Okay,
can
if
spoil
you
a movie
haven't
that's
seen
been
Ra-
out for 20 years.
If you haven't seen Ratatouille, just fast forward like 15 seconds. Whenever
What'd he
his little buddy, his cousin comes and he starts giving him food, and then more come, and he's a little pushover, and he lets them all come in.
Yeah.
And then like
But he's
the
stressed
main
about
guy
it.
pisses him off.
He's stressed
and
about it, though.
But then no, because then he gets mad at the main guy, and he's like, "Come on, everyone, feast!" And he brings them all in. And
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
like,
I mean, yeah, that was fucked up, but he learned, and now he runs a hit restaurant in Paris.
no, it's so cute.
Isn't that so cute?
So cute.
Now you get why I go, surprise me.
I don't know that I've ever heard you say that.
I have. And then you always say, what? And I say it's from Ratatouille.
Well, probably because like it didn't register as anything.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean.
So now when you
Now
ask
I'll
me
know.
what I want for dinner,
surprise.
I'm going to surprise me. And then you're the food critic.
Cute. Okay.
I'm the food critic.
It was also crazy that they literally like wrapped up the rat
Man.
guy
Yeah.
and the other guy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It's a really good movie.
It's pretty scary.
My friend Sean. This is my favorite bit of all time. You know when a friend or someone does something and you see them in a different way because you're so like it's like if your dad won an award or something and you're so proud that they're your dad. That's how I felt when Sean did this bit.
Oh my god, that is cute.
Which is one time Sean was pretending to be like a motivational speaker because we had this fake microphone in our old apartment and it like amplified your voice as microphones do. And
Thank you for teaching us what microphones do.
And
As we're holding them.
and he was pretending to like be a motivational speaker and he's like oh my
What? Baby, you gotta tell a joke. I'm gonna edit this clip and just like pause. We'll be back. Baby, you gotta say it. We're not in it with you yet.
no. Okay. He's like there once was a chef.
Oh my god, babe.
Oh my god.
You have to get it out so we can laugh
He's
with
like,
you.
He's like, there once was a chef and no one thought he could cook. In fact, they didn't even want them in his restaurants. He had to get on someone's head and pull hair to get in his restaurant. Turns out he was the best chef in all of Paris. And he just needed a chance. His name is Remy. And he was a holy shit.
Wait, that would actually be an incredible comedy show where it was like a TED Talk, but it was always just like Pixar movies.
It was so funny because he was like in the middle of this rant about like real people and then he goes off about the chef and his rat. And he's like, don't let anybody tell you that you're just a rat. And don't let people say rats can't cook. Rats shouldn't be in the kitchen. Holy fuck.
Oh my god. Okay, well back to our PP of the weeky.
God.
PP
Of the weeky
is
M.
Maxwell.
M. Maxwell, you are our PP of the weeky. Let us look you in the eye, deep in the soul. Right
What
in
up,
your
Em?
rat hot. The reason that we chose you as PP of the weeky is that a couple weeks ago, we've been slacking in Geneva, right?
Yeah.
We're not.
Well, also Geneva, we have been told by a few of you PPs that all of a sudden the app, which if you don't know, it's what we use as like our chat between us and all our PPs, and you guys all chat together. And it was available in not all countries, but a lot of them. And
Most of the big boys.
Yeah, now it's not available in a lot of places. I actually don't know the list of where it is and isn't now.
I think Canada is one of them, and we have a lot of Canada.
Yeah, it's like they took it off of a lot of countries. I have no idea why. So we are going to try to find a new platform because we don't want our lovely PPs in Canada and other places that they took it off of to not be able to chat. But anyways,
we're still going to use it until we get off of it.
Yeah, so keep hanging out in there. We love seeing y'all talk, but Taryn and I have been slacking being in there.
And and Maxwell posted on our behalf in the podcast channel. We said we were going to start posting on the podcast channel every time we post an epi.
Yeah, so we can all like discuss it, what our favorite parts were, what we didn't like, whatever. And we hadn't been doing it. And Em took it on their behalf to just be like, I'm going to post it and say the new episode's up and promote for them. And that was so cute.
Crushed
Love
it.
A little initiative.
Crushed it.
Yeah. Thank you, Em. That was so sweet.
Thanks, Em.
You're the best. Also, it was great chatting with you. I DM'd Em to make sure that we were allowed to say their name. And you're awesome. We love you, Em. Thank you.
I'm sorry I said miss back there. I don't know your pronouns.
Oh, I don't know either.
So I'm just saying sorry.
I just
if
naturally
I mess that up,
default to they, them when I don't know
so
someone's pronouns. And it's so easy. That's why it's really funny when people are like, oh, it's too hard. It's like, but we all do it. Like if I found a wallet and I didn't know whose wallet it was, like if I didn't know if it was like what their pronouns were, oh, I found someone's wallet where it was, oh, they left it over there. We all would say that. I wouldn't decide like, oh, the wallet looks like it's his. Like I would just say like, oh, they left it here.
My issue is that I refer to most people as like girlies.
Yeah.
Gal pals, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Even like my team meetings with like when there's guys in it, I will still be like girlies or whatever. So that's more my thing where I'm like, I call most people she's.
Yeah, it doesn't
even if
matter.
It's not.
You're not misgendering someone. It's like your term of endearment, which I feel.
Which I got to work on, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's fine because it's never gendered, but I do feel that could make somebody feel uneasy.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah.
I think I can overcome it too because I heard this story once about this rat. Just joking. Okay, well, Em, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Em.
Also, we got a really funny DM that I have yet to tell you about.
Oh, what is it?
Where yesterday I posted on our Instagram. If you don't follow us at Staying Up Pod, follow us, grow up. And I posted that we were going to post an epi today. And someone responded and said, tomorrow's going to be banging, like what Taryn's doing with Cousin Bobby. And I thought that was really funny.
Oh, I love you all joining in on the bits. That's so fun.
It's our favorite bit, you guys. Today we talked about Cousin Bobby for
an hour.
A long time.
Well, Taryn was on the phone with him saying she loves him. She misses him.
Yeah. Well, it's because I received some shocking information that I needed to tell Cousin Bobby. Would you like to hear it?
What? Yeah. I'm so confused.
I Googled what states you're allowed to marry your cousin. Okay.
Just a little research.
Just a little
for
research
you and Bobby?
for me and Bobby.
Yeah.
We're planning our runaway, our big moment.
Are there states you're allowed?
Turns out I don't even have to leave my own home state.
You're allowed to marry your cousin in California?
In California,
no,
it's legal to marry your first cousin.
First?
That
can't be real.
Yep. Here.
Is that updated?
Let me read this for you.
But is it what year was this?
I saw multiple sources. The only date I remember was 2020.
Do you have to like vow that you will not have children with them?
In the states of Texas and Oklahoma,
wow.
Not only are first cousin marriages banned, but such
banned?
marriages are deemed criminal.
Okay, but they have to ban it because it's happening too much.
By contrast, states like Alabama, Vermont, and California have no prohibitions against first cousin marriages.
Honestly, they encourage it.
These are other states Oh, there are other states which allow first cousin marriages but have restrictions. For example, the states of Utah and Illinois allow first cousin marriages, but only if the wife is infertile or both are over the age of 65, which kills
So they can't have
me.
kids.
It's literally like, nobody else, get with cousin Bobby.
You're 65 and you still haven't found your love. Well, cousin Bobby, you can
Turn to
fix
your
that
cousin.
right up.
Bring it home to
But
family.
you know, I do feel like it is weird for it to be illegal.
Okay, cousin fucker.
Honey, that's you. Stick to the bit.
No, but really.
No, but like illegal, like getting the government involved is a little intense. Like you can go to jail. What if somebody is like alone and they're like, well, I want to live with you. I want like the benefits of being like, if you get sick, like maybe like tax wise, it's useful to be married.
I guess I'm just like, marriage feels strong.
It's also, yeah, just why.
Like,
but
maybe you could have a civil whatever when you
yeah,
live
civil
together.
union. Yeah, it's like, I also am like, why does it shouldn't need to be illegal.
There's so many people,
just
though.
don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
But in California, Bobby, come visit.
Oh my God. That's so great for you.
Love that for me.
But polygamy is not, so we have to get divorced before y'all can get married. So
easy.
it's gonna be a bitch. So good luck.
Have you been having a good week before we hop into our activity?
No.
You wanna tell me about it? You want to share anything?
No, just like the period from hell. But I was talking to Erica from the wedding.
Yes.
I was talking to our one friend.
I love when friends from different places become friends.
And weddings really do that. I love that after our wedding, like seeing our friends who had never met, like commenting on each other's posts. So cute.
Yeah.
But I was talking to Erica and she recommended a tea I should be taking before my period. But she also shared that like when you're traveling or drinking more, or eating more, like throwing off your schedule the month before your period, it can really make your period worse, which I was like, yes, and yes. So
and mine has been late.
Yeah. So it
either
it just throws
cousin
it off.
Bobby didn't pull out.
Baby,
That's
way too
funny!
far. No, that was disgusting.
God. Okay.
That was too far. You could have alluded to it. You didn't need to flat out say pull out. That was foul.
Foul ball.
You're like, you
Foul
could have been
balls.
like, so wait, what day did I see cousin Bobby? Like, it could have been more subtle, I think.
I didn't think it needed to be.
It should have.
You know why? Because I feel safe with our peepees and I want them to know.
You can feel safe, but it's funny for comedy purposes. It would have been funny.
You trying to tell me how to be funny is not only
it would have been funnier.
Disgusting, but
it would have been funnier. I'm
it's
just trying to help you out.
Hey Siri, add to my list of reasons to leave Cammie for Uncle Bobby.
Uncle?
I forgot his name.
You have something
Cousin.
else to share?
Shit, yeah. Who do you think cousin Bobby's dad is? Daddy. Okay. Well, that was fun, huh?
Taryn loves incest. Wow, uncle and cousin. That is scandalous, baby.
Look, I'm a mess. I'm a mess, I guess. What's that song?
I have no idea. I think you just made it up.
Cousin Bobby sings it to me before bed. Okay. I'm joking, you guys. In fact, today we have a fun one. This I pulled from the archives, what we're going to do today.
What are we doing?
It was a thing that you had in mind. So I'm actually going to let you show it because...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is so... Oh, I found this so long ago.
For today's sleepy over activity.
So I saw a TikTok a long time ago where this woman was like... What did she say? Oh, it says it right here. If you can answer the majority of these questions about your partner, then you're doing something right.
Great.
Because it means you're paying attention to not only the big things, but also the small things. So there's a list of 10 questions.
Let's do it.
Let's see if we're doing something right or if we're doing something wrong.
Yeah, is our marriage okay is what we will come out answering.
Oh, God.
Also,
well, it's not okay, but it has nothing to do with these questions. It has everything to do with Cousin Bobby.
Yeah,
Or
well.
Uncle Bobby. I don't know. Bobby or Bobby Jr.
I got to call Aunt Bobby.
That is a real person.
Sorry,
That is my
sorry,
answer.
sorry.
That's going to get gross.
Sorry, no. But I just had to make it funny that, okay. Also, before we begin, make sure you grab a friend, grab a significant other, grab your
cousin.
husband, your wife, or your cousin, and answer these questions together to see if you are
Doing something right.
doing each other right.
All right, question number
Hit
1.
me.
How does your partner like their eggs cooked? You like yours fried. So you crack one egg whole, then the other one just the egg whites, and then you cook it on that side for a little bit until the bottom gets brown. Then you flip it, and then you put the lid over for a little bit, and sometimes you'll like turn it off. Then you put it on a piece of toast, some avocado. Yesterday we did a little goat cheese on yours because we were out of avocado, and you serve that right up on Cousin Bobby's abs.
You're pretty close.
What did I get wrong?
Yeah. You said that you put the eggs in, let it get brown, and then flip it and let it sit for a while.
Just for a second, I said sometimes you even turn it off.
Okay,
just like,
yeah.
like a flash on the other side.
Yes.
The other side is quick.
It's really like sunny side up, but then at the end you give it a quick flash fry so that the whites isn't.
Yeah.
And you like it when I do that for you.
Yeah, I like it the same way.
Yeah.
But I don't like when
Runny
the
white.
whites are runny at all.
Yes, I
that
know.
really grosses me out.
I know. Yeah. Done.
Doing something right.
1 for 1. We're doing shit right.
We should have like a little Cousin Bobby ticker on the bottom where it's like
Aw.
one Cousin Bobby.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to edit that, so it's not going to happen. But that would be fun.
That would have been.
If we had an editor editing these.
Yeah. Or just a super fan.
Or Cousin Bobby.
Or good, Bob.
Okay, what would your partner consider to be a big purchase?
A dollar amount is what we're doing.
Oh, I was thinking an item.
I think dollar amount.
Oh, that's really tough.
I think if you...
I think we can say item. I think we can say whatever we want.
Like a purchase to where like if you made the purchase, I'd be like, that's a little wild. Or just big. Like, wow, that's a big purchase. What's something I would say that to? Oh, that's a big purchase.
Yeah, but you're answering what you think I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for Taryn, it really depends on context because she could buy one thing for the same dollar amount as another thing, but depending on what that thing is, and I don't mean like $100 coffee and $100 pair of jeans. I mean like clothing versus groceries or whatever. Like and that's why I think the dollar amount's kind of funny to compare it to. I think you would consider something to be a big purchase, specifically if it was a home project. I feel like you're always shocked by that. Like you'll pay for a flight that could be the same amount as us fixing our fridge, but when it comes to like it being the fridge being fixed, you're like, that is so expensive. Because I think it's like shocked by how much that is. Like an appliance you would consider a big purchase. Yeah, that's what I would say. But like I think you just ordered the new iPhone. I think you consider it to be like a big purchase, but you don't really bat an eye at that stuff when you like know you're going to do it.
Yeah, it's like totally.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I don't even think I would have known my answer to the question, but I do think that makes sense. Because I think...
Got a Cousin Bobby.
I think that the iPhone is a great example. That's so expensive. But I am like, that is just a fact of life in my head. I'm like, I need it.
Well, you're like, I use
I
it
work
every
on
day.
it. Mine's scratched up. It's all fucked up.
Yeah, you're like it. You are not justifying it in a negative way, but you're like, this adds value to my life. Like, this is something that I'm going to have. Like, yeah, you could just keep your phone. Your phone works.
Well, then I think that's also your answer, but I think that your bar's a little bit lower. Like, I do think that when you buy a phone, you're like...
Well, I didn't buy the phone yet.
Sure.
And I arguably need it more for work. But I think I...
Definitely.
I get sticker shock a little...
More.
A little quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's like $1. Well, but then like you'll spend so much money on clothes, like a clothing haul or something, but not on like designer stuff, just like options and
I
stuff.
don't spend a lot of money on clothes.
I feel like
maybe. Even if I spend like $200 on like a few items, I'm like, woof. And I feel like most people I know spend way more than that. Way more often too.
Yeah, you're just your bar is lower. It's similar thinking, but your bar is lower. Where like the other day I wanted us to buy these little portable microphones that you clip onto your shirt. And they were like $250 or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's get these, right? We had talked about it before.
Yeah.
But then that was the first time you were maybe seeing the price or something. And I was like, should I just order them? They were on Amazon. And you were like, whoa, no, we need to like talk about this as a purchase.
Yeah,
make sure we're gonna like
that we need it yet. We don't know that we're gonna do what we were talking about doing to use them yet. So I'm like, we don't need to jump the gun. and just get it. Like, you bought those Hue Christmas lights. I don't even want to know how much they cost. And, like, I would not have.
I asked you before I did it.
No, you said I got these Christmas lights.
No, I said I'm gonna.
Oh, I heard I got.
No, I asked.
Which is fine.
Because I knew that you would think it was a big purchase. And you were like,
Yeah.
that sounds great. Whatever you think. I have it on text. Should
Oh, I
anyone
wasn't
want to
gonna-
think I'm just making crazy choices?
No, that wouldn't be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we don't monitor each other's spending like that. Like,
Yeah.
that's something that you really want, and that brought you joy. It wasn't like $5,000. Like, it wasn't. Just kidding. Face she just gave me.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, like, obviously you're allowed to buy that. You don't need to ask my permission for that. But in my mind, I would have never just gone and buy that. But I like that you will spend money on stuff like that, because it is going to be fun when we get them and we put them up. They're going to be so cute.
Yeah.
It's going to be so nice. They're going to be like colored with all of our stuff. It's going to be really cute.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have done it.
I get
Sometimes it's nice to have somebody who like pushes you to like splurge on something.
Yeah, totally, honey. Okay, 2 for 2. Hit me 3.
All right. What was your partner's dream job when they were in elementary school? Elementary school. You wanted. Oh, sorry.
Can I answer first?
Yeah.
I think that for some reason, I kind of feel like you wanted to be like a vet or something.
I never wanted to be a
Okay,
vet.
I just made that up. I don't know. Like, I think of like a dancer or like ice skater or something, but I don't know that you want to do that professionally. I don't know what you wanted to be.
No.
Oh, something in sports. You said you wanted to be like a sports newscaster.
Yeah, I did. I don't know when it was. Maybe elementary school. Yeah, I thought about
I took
sports.
a couple bad swings there. What did you want to be?
No, that's pretty good.
What was the first one that came to mind though?
I think in middle school it was like very much so interior designer.
But like when you were kid.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean like
Elementary school, honey. That's what it says.
Oh,
It doesn't say what was
I
it.
thought you said middle school.
Elementary school.
Okay. I thought
And then
you
you
right
said
now
kid.
just said middle school.
Oh, I don't. Maybe I did. Elementary school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, like when you were like 7, you were like, I want to be an interior designer.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
I wanted to own a football team. That was the first job I can remember
That
wanting.
I know, but I'm not.
I wanted to own a football
That's
team.
like
That was-
an investment.
But as a kid, that you think that like astronaut.
Well,
Like-
but the question's a job.
Yeah, owning a football team's a job.
Okay, yeah.
Not you trying to like get out of getting it wrong.
No, I'm not.
That's a job. I wanted to own a football team. I wanted to be an interior designer,
Yes.
and I wanted to be a sports broadcaster. Those were probably all the same timing. I don't know. A sports broadcaster might have been later in life. I don't really remember.
Cool.
Yeah, own a football team or interior designer. I don't know if you wanted this by elementary school, but you wanted to be a professional tennis player.
That's like
I feel like
I
that,
wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in that young, you already
Yeah.
wanted that.
And a talk show host, a radio host. I thought that would be so fun.
Yeah, which you kind of got to do when you did your little radio commercial.
That's so different. That's hilarious.
Did that not feel exciting to you to kind of do that?
It was funny to like hear myself on the radio.
Yeah, I guess you were older by that point too, so it was.
I was like after college.
Yeah,
It's a little different.
no,
Like the podcast is closer to that
Yeah,
than
that's true,
anything
true.
else I've done.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. If you were to arrive at a bar before your partner, what would they want you to order for them?
Mezcal Negroni or a glass of white wine
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
or a mezcal margarita.
Yeah.
It's all dependent on where we're at in the day,
Exactly.
time of day.
Yeah, you'd figure it out. Spicy skinny mezcal margarita.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 99% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then if not, a glass of white wine.
Yep.
Cool.
4 for 4?
Yeah, we're crushing. Well, you got the job one wrong.
Okay.
How frequently would your partner ideally like to be having sex? I think you would be like 3 times a week. 2-3 times a week. Depending. I mean, like on your period, you don't want to at all.
Mm-hmm.
But on average, yeah. 2-3 times a week.
I think you're like a... Oh my God, Frank is dreaming and his little paws are going like...
Oh, I don't know if you guys can see.
If you're watching, you can see his... Oh my God, that is the
Can they
most...
see it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
His little
that's-
toe-toes
he's
are
like-
just wiggling.
He's like, ooh, ooh,
He's
ooh,
like,
doo,
doot,
doo,
doot,
doo.
doot.
He's like pretending he's like on his little blankie.
Oh, give him a cuddle.
No, I don't want to wake him up.
Yeah.
He's
Oh.
dreaming.
Oh my God, cute. I think you're like a maybe once a week to 3 times a month. 3 times a month to once a week.
I would say 1 to 2 times a week.
Okay, that's great news.
Yeah. I
Cool.
love you.
What do we do?
What is something that they are very self-conscious about? What are you very self-conscious about?
I think wrongfully.
I know. I'm like, this is dangerous.
This is dangerous.
You're like, your fucking ugly nose.
I was going to say, no, your nose. I think that you don't like your nose. I like your nose, but if I had to think of...
I'm not very self-conscious about my nose.
If I had to think of one thing that you bring up the most of a thing that you would change if you had to, it's that.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Well, you just brought it up when you said...
I was joking.
Okay, well...
No, I don't think so. I'm not like... My nose isn't my favorite feature, but it's not like the thing I'm very self-conscious about.
I don't think you're very self-conscious about anything.
I think I'm very self-conscious about a lot of things.
Like what?
My arms, way up there. If we're going physical only, my arms, my legs, I like hate wearing shorts.
I was going to say your legs, but it's just I don't even think that they're worthy of... None of this
but it's not your opinion. It's like, how well do you know your partner's
I
things?
know. I just thought nose would have been it.
No.
All right.
No nose. I would say my arms or my legs for sure. Currently, I'd probably say my arms. I would say for you, I think this last year, you know what? I'd say you're most self-conscious about what you're wearing when we're trying to go somewhere where you need to be like not just cozy. I think that's what weighs the heaviest on you, that you feel self-conscious about, where you want to dress a certain way but you don't know if it suits your body type and you get really frustrated. And I think a lot of that stems from your boobs because they're bigger for your frame, like your frame's so small, and then you have big boobs, and I feel like you'll want to dress a certain way and you feel like they're in the way. So I think you get a little self-conscious about them.
Yeah, it's less the first part and more the second part. I think it's just my boobs in general. I'm just like, they're so annoying and big.
I think they're great.
Yeah, well.
And so does Cousin Bobby. Okay.
Aw, that's true. Cousin Bobby loves them.
Ew. What direction do they like the toilet paper? Over or under?
Oh, over.
That's for me.
Yeah.
I think that's your answer. Over.
I like it over.
Yeah.
You like it under?
No, I genuinely do not care.
We've talked about this before.
Think about it. We've talked about it, and I've shared how like it's so funny that I think people are so particular on it because I genuinely don't care. It never bothers me. But if I had to pick, I think I like it under sometimes because it's easier to grab.
No, but you don't like when it hangs down. That's what we talked about last time.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I feel like you're trying to make me look bad here.
Honey, I'm just telling you
I don't think that's true. You don't like when the piece hangs down from the back.
That doesn't bother me at all. Unless it's like on the floor, if it's like hanging a lot.
But you think it looks cleaner the other way.
No.
The last time we talked about this, that's where we landed.
I don't remember that. But I just genuinely don't care. I mean, if it was all hanging and messy, yeah. But I think if it could hang from the front and look that way too. Yeah. Our toilet paper right now is so cute. It has a little scalloped edge when you peel it. And I took a while to notice it, and it's just the cutest thing ever. I think I was like, why weren't they always like that? Yeah, I don't really care. I do hate when like hotels or whatever make like little flower balls out of them because I'm like, it's so wasteful.
Yeah.
Why do we need that?
Yeah, it's weird.
But yeah, I don't care. And I feel like I should care. And I just don't. I don't really have a preference.
Okay.
Okay. What is their biggest tell that they are stressed out?
You can answer first.
Okay. Are you upset with me that you were getting some wrong?
No.
It kind of seems like it.
No, I just feel like I am getting some right, but then you're just going, no.
Honey, I'm just sharing what's true. I am not going to tell you that, yes, I prefer under. Like, if
Yes.
I go and put it on, I'm not like, oh, well, every time I put it on, it's under, but I don't care if you put it over. I'm just grabbing it and putting it on. I genuinely don't care.
always put it on over.
I don't mean to.
Subconsciously, though, that
No.
means something.
Honey, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Just is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Put Cousin Bobby on.
Your tell. I bet you get them all right if it was Cousin Bobby. Your
I do
tell
well.
about being stressed is, I think I'm going to get this wrong because I don't think that you realize you're doing it, but you grab at your face, you grab at your chin, you like pick at your skin, and you don't even realize that you're doing it. Because I remember you told me to like tell you if you're picking your face, you're like, oh, I haven't done it at all today. And I'm like, you did it literally all day long.
Like
You'll,
what?
You'll like grab at your skin either right here under your chin or around your jawline. You like pull at it.
Ew.
Or you have your hood up around your head and pull tight. But that's not always just because you're stressed. So it's the pulling of the skin and the picking of your chin. That's when I'm like, oh, she's like stressed. You'll do it when you're focused, but it's sometimes you're really focused. But if you're not stressed, you're not normally doing it. It's more of like stressed and focused. That's what I would say that your tell is.
That wouldn't be my answer.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be. But it's what I think.
Fidget is my. I like shake my leg,
Yeah.
and you always tell me to stop
I think
shaking
that's
my
a
leg.
form of fidgeting. No, I'm saying like it.
Now she won't be wrong.
No,
I'm saying
I'm like that is fidget in my mind. That's fidgeting.
But I'm saying it's. You always tell me to stop shaking my
Yeah.
leg,
yeah,
like under the table and stuff,
yeah.
or like.
You think you do that when you're stressed? Is that your biggest tell that you're stressed?
Probably.
Fidgeting?
I also pick my face all the time, just always.
I notice it more out of stress, but yeah.
Mm.
Okay, good to know. You shake your leg is you showing stress.
It's just because I have extra energy and I'm like trying to get it out.
Yeah.
I think subconsciously.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Um.
You'll also like pick at your nails. I think that's the same thing, kind of.
Yeah.
Like if you have any kind of hangnail, you'll find like something
Yeah.
to
I'm
pick
just
or
fidgety.
fidget at. Yeah.
For you, are we talking like stressy or depressy? Do you see them similarly?
Similarly, sure, but I think depression and stress is very different.
I think. I mean, the two things that are coming to mind are like, you will like, well, three things. You'll like sigh.
Yeah.
Like she'll be like,
Oh my God.
yeah, like that. Even if
Yeah.
no one's around.
Yeah. I think it's like a form of breathing of like, I'm not breathing when I'm stressed. And then
Yeah.
it's like, try to get like
It's
oxygen
that.
to the brain.
That's the noise.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you'll say words, and that's when I don't know if I'm
You're like, "Are
supposed
you
to be
talking to me?"
listening. And then I'm like, what's going
Does she
on?
need something?
You do that.
Yeah.
You like hyper fixate on something,
Yeah. That's so true.
or you. What was the other one I had?
I mean, I think those are all true.
Yeah, but there's another one. Sometimes when you're so stressed out, you lay down
Yeah.
and like play on your phone.
Yeah. That's probably leaning into depressy.
That's why I asked originally.
But it's probably I'm
But a
probably
lot of
stressed
times
because
you're
I'm
dressy
depressed.
because you're stressed out.
Exactly. I've also recently realized that I'll go do a task that like is not on the list of important things I have to do,
Yeah.
but I'll be like, but it needs done, and at least I can do that.
She's like, I need to pack so bad. And then she's like elbows deep in the oven cleaning it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Or I'll do like I guess like I'll hyperfixate on things that don't matter. Like I'll do something for the dogs. So I'm like, if I'm going to be a mess and not getting my shit done,
Yeah.
at least Frank's nails can be cut.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
How many more do we have?
2 more.
'Kay.
How do they like you to flirt with them? Did we answer these on here already? I feel like we did.
Maybe. They do kind of sound familiar.
Now that we asked the how do they like to flirt with them, I'm like, I swear we already did these. That is so funny because if so, we're
Dude.
gonna bring it back and like see us get them wrong again.
Fuck. I actually think you're right.
I think we already did this. That is hysterical.
Okay.
We did this already. We only have like 20 episodes. How did we forget?
Whoa.
Shit. Should we scratch it?
No, let's just finish it.
Wait, that is so funny.
Whatever. That's funny.
That's so funny.
We've done this. I know we have now.
We're going to go watch the toilet paper conversation again of you picking and I'm going, I don't really care, but yeah, I guess. That is so fucking funny. Babe.
Whoa.
Did we do it?
I don't know.
As soon as we got to the flirt one, because I'm like, I remember.
What's the last question?
What is one of their biggest stressors in their life right now?
That feels new.
That doesn't ring a bell. We both have such a bad memory. We could do this once a month. We'll still get these wrong, I think.
Fuck. Okay. Well,
that is incredible.
How do I like you to flirt with me, or how do you like me to flirt with you?
How do they like you to flirt with them? So you're going to tell me how I like you to flirt with me.
I think you like little touchies. Like you like when I touch you when we're like driving, or like I have like my
I think you just nailed it, because it's actually been an epiphany for me recently
Mm-hmm.
that, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but it's like that you don't need to keep going. Like that's nailed it. Because I have always said that like I'm words of affirmation and acts of service girl. Like those are my love languages, my like top ones.
Yep.
And I very recently have realized that physical touch, I think because I'm quite precious with it, like I'm not a very touchy person with my friends, like I'm weird like hugging people. Like no one's telling me that I give good hugs, because I'm not giving people good hugs unless like it's you. And like I don't want to. Like I don't want that compliment. Like I have people in my life where I'm like, oh, they give such good hugs, but I'm like, I don't want a good hug from you. Like it's too intimate. But I've noticed recently, like I love that. Like nothing sends my heart fluttering more than like we're just chilling on a couch watching something and you like put your hand on mine. Aww. Like you fidget with me.
Yeah.
Or like if I don't ask and you start like tickling my back.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Driving in the car, grab my leg. Like nothing makes me feel more like loved, and I'm like, she just wants to be touching me. That's so amazing, and it makes me like so excited. I love it.
I'll do that more, because I feel like I've really tried to do the like acts of servicey thing in the last couple months.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, don't stop that.
No, but I really feel like I've tried to like step that up, where I'm like, you always use the example of like getting you water before bed or stuff like that. Like I feel like I'm trying with that stuff.
Oh yeah, you do great at that.
But like when I made you them chocolate covered pretzels the other day.
Oh my God. I was like wanting to, I don't even know. My period was so bad. I was miserable. And Tara's so cute. She's like, what can we get? Like, what's going to make you feel nice? Like any treats, ice cream. And I was like, I really just want some like vegan chocolate covered pretzels. And I don't know, someone needs to start making them, or if you know a good brand, let me know. All the vegan chocolate covered pretzels have fucking milk in them.
All of your chocolate.
Buttery flaky crust.
Buttery flaky pretzels.
I don't know why it's so annoying. So Taryn literally ordered me vegan chocolates and handmade little chocolate covered Oreos and pretzels, and it was so cute. Yeah, that was really nice.
I even put flaky salt on top.
Oh my God. I was wondering how they were so salty. I was like, I know the pretzels are probably salty, but like the salt really hits your tongue right away. Yeah. That was the secret sauce, or the secret salt, I guess. I love you.
I'm losing steam.
You're losing steam?
Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap this shit up.
No, we have our story still. I'm just saying with I'm starting my period and I'm feeling.
It's been a rough week at the Arnold Scott household, but we're really keeping it together.
Trying.
Yeah. And I think we've done a good job taking care of each other.
How do I like to be flirted with?
You like words. I think that really like gets you the most of like outwardly saying like, oh my God, you look so good. Like you hate being called just cute. I just think
cute.
I think Taryn is the cutest fucking person in the world. Like I get cute aggression towards her. I'm like, you're fucking cute. But that's not flirting. You don't like, that doesn't make you excited.
Like when I'm like, how do I look? And she's like, you look cute. To me, I'm like, that's what you say to your brother.
Yeah, I get that.
I think
because like it's touchy sometimes getting ready. I think we both get a little self-conscious getting ready, that I almost go into friend mode in that moment of like, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to like tell you if something looks off. and then it's like, oh my God, no, that's so cute. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, but
I
you
know
don't
it's
like
just
that.
like, I always say like cute makes me feel
It sounds very like
cute.
meh to you.
Yes.
And I don't mean it that way, but I hear that that's how you are receiving it. So I do try to say it less, but it is so hard because I just do think you're so fucking cute.
You still just say cute 95% of the time.
No, I have fully like
When getting
changed
ready.
doing that.
You say
Getting
cute.
ready. Sorry, I'm really trying to work on that because I know that you don't like it. It's so
It's been a while since we've talked about it.
yeah. Oh, sorry, baby.
That's all right.
Don't say cute. Don't say cute. Got it. Burning it in there. Yeah, and you also just love whenever we play and be silly. Like
Yeah.
you love that. Like if we can just like goof off together, like that is your favorite form of flirting. Yeah. Okay, the final question, which we probably already answered a couple months ago, so maybe y'all remember our answers. We do not. What is one of the biggest stressors in their life right now? So this will be different. You know, your biggest stressor. What is your biggest stressor?
I'm having deja vu. I'm like, did we do these before or did we not?
I don't know. It's a nice little check-in. And things change. Maybe next.
But like not like our favorite eggs.
I don't know. You know what? I do love a hard-boiled egg, and I would like another one soon. So maybe it'll change. Maybe I'll be an over toilet
I would
paper
like
girl.
another one soon.
I would like another one too.
What are you most stressed about right now?
Yeah. What are you most stressed about?
What are you stressed out about?
I think like taking like the period out of it when we're just like not in a great mood,
yeah.
and everything kind of like
No,
silly
like
things
meta
stress you out.
stress.
Yeah. I think you're stressed about. This is probably stupid, but probably just like we have a few things that need to be planned. Holidays are coming up.
Yeah.
Logistics.
Yeah.
I'd probably say I don't think there's a lot of stress going on right now, which is great. It's
Yeah.
fab.
Yeah.
But I think I would say that for you, like I'm sure that's probably in the back of your mind, like, what are we doing for the holidays? We have a flight we have to book for something. Like maybe that.
I don't feel very stressed by that, but I
Do you
understand.
feel stressed by anything right now? What's your biggest stressor right now?
My biggest stressor right now is that I feel very like I have lots of things that have a lot of promise creatively, and I feel like they're not starting. Not by my account. I feel like I've like reached out to the right people. People have been like, let me get back to you, or like we're about to get started, but nothing's starting.
Yeah, and you're like, I can't complete my thing.
That really stresses
that makes
me out.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume the logistics piece is quite stressful for you.
No.
Okay.
I'm not really, it will be. I'm not thinking about it
Okay.
yet.
Then my other thought was like, well, two things. Maybe like Frank's like ears and stuff. I feel like he's been like not feeling good.
You're so cute.
And like,
yeah, that is stressful.
and you get stressed when we travel and that happens because then you can't do anything. And he's just
Frankie
like,
has a little ear infection, and I have fully fixed it to the point where I'm able to like fix him on my own and not take him to the vet every time.
yeah.
But this one I'm not kicking it, so, and I can't get him in before he leaves. You're right. That is stressful. Oh, the widow babe.
Frank.
Oh, baby boy.
baby son. My other thought is like, I don't know this, but like maybe you're a little stressed about like work consistency in the future.
Oh, fuck, now I am. Just kidding.
Like trying to make sure that like
always.
like I feel like that's always a thing,
Always.
but it gets less when like
Yeah,
you have a lot at once.
Yeah.
But I feel like when we think about kids and like having more stable things in our life,
That's my biggest stress right now.
kids.
Taryn and I have had a couple meetings to figure out like what our next steps are to looking into the baby process.
Freaking baby that's like this big, and his name's Remy the rat, and he's a chef.
Yeah, I think that like the figuring that all out, like what direction do we go? It's gonna be so much money. Like,
Yeah.
I think that might be my biggest stressor right now. I didn't realize it until think about all the other stressors, and I'm like, that might take the cake.
I think because then you're scared about how it's going to affect your body and how you're going to feel.
Yeah,
and all
I think
of that.
there's a lot of stress that comes with that.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. Great. Fab.
So how do you think we're doing in general?
I think we're doing great.
I think I got a little sad in the middle there. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right, honey.
Yeah, but
It
I
was
do
just
think
the
that
toilet paper situation.
it's because I really don't like feeling like you think I don't understand you.
I don't ever feel that way. Honey, it's the
Yeah.
I don't care about the toilet paper.
Yeah.
So for you to think it's maybe one way or the other.
I was just proud
fair
about how
enough.
I thought about it. I was proud of my reasoning to how I
And
got
maybe
to
you're
how
right.
you thought.
Maybe subconsciously.
And I thought that you had said that stuff before. So then I start to feel a
Maybe.
little cucamonga where I'm like, where did I
Maybe.
come up with that?
Well, because I don't care. And if we had this conversation, maybe we did get there where it was like, well, it's probably neater. And I was probably like, yeah, maybe it is neater. Like, I just genuinely don't think I care very much. But maybe you're right.
All right.
But it's just, some people really care about that. That's why I think it's on the list. Because some people really have a preference.
Are we still married?
For sure. Unless.
No, no
Knock,
one's
knock,
going to
knock.
break it up. Okay,
I was here.
I have the best listener thing we've ever gotten.
Okay.
Did you hear what I just said? Yes.
That's a big
I
statement.
didn't even read it all the way through, but
Oh
I
my
know
God.
it's the best.
Okay. Well, let's hear it, baby.
This is by Ken or Kento.
Oh, what a cool name.
I know. This is real name. Or the name they submitted.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Cammie and Taryn? I'm a man married to a bisexual woman who listens to your podcast weekly, which means I also end up listening to your podcast weekly.
Hi, Kento.
Okay, so Ken, I think that we should call him a PB, which is
PB?
not a PP, no princess, but a
Pillow
P-
boy?
either boy or buddy. I was thinking like a
Pillow
pillow
buddy.
buddy. So he's a PB. We have PPs and PBs.
Oh, I like that. Or it can just be a PP and it's a pillow pal.
Also pal.
So it's just like,
But I
a
do
little
love
more
that it's an
genuine.
adjacent.
yeah.
Like, I don't know that he calls himself a PP, but he says he listens because his wife listens.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was so cute.
I like
Okay.
that too.
I'm writing in because it's almost our 1-year wedding anniversary.
Congrats.
And I wanted to surprise her by having her listen to our love story told through your voices. Knowing her, I'm sure it'd make her really happy.
Oh my God.
I hope you
That
guys
is so
enjoy
cute.
reading our story too. I mean, we did have a first meeting 3 different times.
Oh my
get
God.
ready.
Clickbait.
I know, I only read the first one.
Okay.
Okay. This is all from Ken. I
Okay.
also did a poll on our pod Instagram. And I said, do you like when we read what the person
Yeah,
wrote
yeah, yeah.
or when the person,
Like
or
through
like
their
we
eyes.
do it?
Uh-huh.
And they said, read it just how they wrote it.
Okay.
So I'm Ken.
Okay.
Our first meeting was in the summer of 2003 when we were toddlers. Her family moved into our neighborhood around the same time that we were about to move out. They introduced themselves as the new neighbors, only to find out that we were moving away in 2 months. Still, my mom and hers ended up becoming good friends because what were the chances that the woman who lives across from you is another Asian immigrant, single mom, raising a kid around the same age as yours?
Aw.
So, of course, their kids ended up being best friends too. We only got to spend that one summer together, but because it was summer, we were together almost every day. I had a huge crush on her.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can say now that my wife was my first childhood crush. How many people get to say that?
That is so cute.
The only detail that I still vividly remember from the day we moved away was that she waved goodbye and sobbed like a wife sending her husband off to war as we drove off.
Oh.
I couldn't even cry because I was busy laughing at her face. We didn't see each other
That's so cute.
again for a long time, as what often happens with childhood friends. Our moms slowly but surely stopped getting in touch with each other too.
Aw.
Our second first meeting happened 8
This is
years
too
later.
much.
8 years later. Our family coincidentally moved to the city. Her family coincidentally moved to the city where we moved all those years ago. Not only
What?
that, but she ended up transferring to my high school when I was a junior.
Shut the fuck up.
Our
This can't be
school-
real.
Our school was huge, so we didn't actually know until my high school band started holding auditions for a new vocalist. When she walked into audition, we somehow immediately recognized each other and reenacted the Spider-Man meme right there in the music room. That. She got in the band. We only knew each other by our childhood nicknames, and 8 years had passed since, so we had to reintroduce ourselves and get to know each other all over again.
Oh my God.
I spent my last 2 years of high school falling head over heels in love with her. I knew she felt the same way about me, but we never dated. Neither of us even confessed. There were lots of reasons, partly because we decided that bandmates shouldn't date. I feel like bandmates should date. Can I
Bandmates
just break the fourth wall?
Should date.
That's kooky.
Absolutely.
Isn't that the
should
point?
date.
And don't you guys all have sex at band camp? Isn't that it?
Yeah. Well, I don't. Is it that kind of band?
Touch each other's trumpets.
I think it's like they made a band. It's not just like the band in school, is it? I don't know. Whatever.
until
Each
my
other's
high school
trumpets.
band started holding auditions. Oh,
You know.
you're totally right. They were in a band probably.
Yeah. Because they said vocalist. That didn't make sense.
That does make sense. Okay. I'm picturing. Okay. Funny.
Yeah, but I feel like
I'm
the
back.
best band drama is a little band romance. So it's like, come on.
Okay. Partly because we decided that bandmates shouldn't
Too
date.
professional.
Partly because we didn't want to ruin a good friendship, but mostly because dating felt like a luxury to us. We were both scholarship students who felt pressured to keep our grades up, never get into trouble, and stay active in our clubs, because if we lost our scholarships, there's no way we'd be able to afford to study.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're also both the oldest siblings in an immigrant family with half siblings a lot younger than us, so we grew up feeling the pressure to hurry and earn good money to provide for our families, which meant we also worked a lot of jobs all throughout high school to help out.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't date because we didn't have the time, we didn't have the money, and we felt like we didn't have the luxury of making our love life a priority.
Oh.
This is so well thought out, well written.
So mature for high school students to be like, we can't make the band messy. We value our friendship so much, and we have too much responsibility that I don't have time to invest what you deserve. Like, normally little high school kids would be like, I like you.
Whip out your boobie.
Yeah.
Not these kids. They're too cool for that. I'm feeling it.
They're so
Okay.
mature.
My senior year of high school was a terrible time, but it was also at that time that I realized just how deeply in love I was with my wife. It wasn't just a high school thing. It wasn't puppy love. It wasn't anything I thought it was. I sincerely loved her.
I'm going to sob.
That year at a family outing, we got into an accident. My sister, who's 10 years younger than me, got badly hurt. Because of it, she lost most of her hearing ability.
Oh my God.
My mom also got injured and couldn't walk for a good while and spent most of the year in physical therapy. I was the only one whose injuries were minor. It was tough mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. While we were recovering, we were also learning sign language as a family. I fucking can't.
I love these people, and this is a movie.
I love him.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Kento, I want to squeeze you. We love the name Kenny too as a kid for a kid, and
we want to learn sign language so bad. We did one little class.
Yeah, well, this is a podcast, so it would be tough to speak.
I know
to
you were
here
just going to show me, and I was like, baby, they're not gonna see it.
While we were recovering, we were also learning sign language as a family. My now wife had a close relationship with my little sister, so I remember my sister feeling devastated that they wouldn't be able to talk normally, as she might not want to hang out with her as much anymore. My wife had a big role in a school play and always had rehearsals the same time we were learning to sign, so she was pretty devastated herself that she couldn't join us. The night of the school play, I came to watch with my mom, sister, and my wife's family. I spent most of the night signing everything to my sister so she could follow along.
That's so sweet.
But towards the end of the play, my wife had a solo song number. I still remember it so vividly.
Is she going to sign?
Her green dress. No, I don't think so. That'd be insane.
It's like, there's no way.
Her green dress, her heels that she borrowed from her mom, her voice that I never got tired of hearing, even if we were bandmates and I heard it several times a week, and the look in her eyes when she scanned the crowd and met my eyes with my sister. Met eyes with my sister. In the middle of the singing, she raised her hands and started clumsily and shakily signing the lyrics. Oh my God.
Stop it.
My mom cried. So was Cammie. Cammie is bawling.
So cute.
Her mom cried. I cried too. Not only because I realized how much I loved her, but because I realized how much she loved the people that I loved. Fucking hell. These are like vows. This is a book, my guy. Of course, our first PB's a fucking amazing little person.
Oh my God. That's so cute.
Okay.
I can't take this.
She loved the people I loved so much that she would spend the little free time that she had learning sign language on her own for the sake of my sister. That night when That night when I hugged her congratulations, I almost told her I was in love with her, but it was stuck in my throat. She couldn't tell because she whispered, "Don't say." I butchered it. She could tell though, because she whispered, "Don't say it."
Why?
I asked her why, and she said, "For the same reason you can't say it."
What?
Interesting.
No, we have to say it.
I'm so bought in. I don't want this to end.
We're all in love, guys.
Okay. She told me not to say it, so I started writing it down. Every time I felt like telling her I loved her, I'd write it on a piece of paper and stick it in a jar.
Kento, you are not a real person. You're perfect.
I planned on giving it to her when I eventually asked her to be my girlfriend once the timing was right and our lives were less hectic.
Oh,
Then a few months later, her stepdad's store went bankrupt and he left them. She started working inhumane shifts so that they wouldn't lose their house.
Oh.
My mom's only sister got sick and she lived with her for a little while to take care of her while I took care of my sister.
Oh my God. Oh
We were still trying to pay off all our hospital bills too, so I was also working inhumane shifts. Then I got offered a scholarship at a good university that was very far away.
Oh,
So much was happening
Congrats,
around.
but shit.
Shit. Don't take this. You need to be with her. Okay. There's still a third meeting
Oh my God, keep going.
coming. So much was happening around the time that we were falling in love with each other. But it's when I realized how much I loved her that I knew I couldn't in good conscience be with her. With where were we in our life? I can't even read today. With where we were in our lives, we weren't going to be able to support each other and be there for each other.
Who
We could
cares?
barely
You're in
support
love.
ourselves. I loved her so much, but I was so miserable and so tired all the time. At that point, I wouldn't have been able to spoil her the way I wanted to, bring her on the dates I wanted to, buy her the gifts I wanted
I
to.
don't think she'd care.
I wouldn't have been able to spend as much time on her as she would have deserved. I couldn't make her my priority with where I was and how I was feeling at that point in my life. The only thing I would have done was drag her down, and I knew that. We couldn't make each other happy, and we knew that.
Oh, no.
The night of my high school graduation, we got drunk, talked for hours, kissed, and slept together for the first and, for a while, only time.
I want to watch this movie so bad. No, I want to read the book. It needs to be longer. Oh my God.
Babe, imagine the feeling that
They
this kid
finally-
is fucking feeling
Oh my
after
God.
all of this.
I
And they both had
can't.
such hard years.
Oh. And they finally just like gave into their feelings. And then we're like, and then that was it.
I resonate. That was like us when we finally just gave in.
Yeah, but then we got to just be together forever.
Well, yeah, but this is
They have a third
Yeah.
meeting still.
no, I know. I'm just saying that
Oh,
that
drama.
feeling of like, oh wow, is I'm
Yeah,
getting that.
It's special.
Okay. Talked for hours, kissed, slept together for the first time for a while. Okay. We both cried. Oh, that's sweet. I think we knew we wouldn't be seeing each other for a long time and that it wouldn't be easy for us to regularly keep in touch.
Sorry, look at Frank. Not him
Oh my
ruining
God.
this sweet moment.
No, he's not ruining it.
He's making
he's
it.
touched.
He's listening.
Babe, I was really on a good reading.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, we both cried. I knew we wouldn't be seeing each other for a long time and that it wouldn't be easy for us to regularly keep in touch because the
Yeah.
last thing she told me was, I'm going to be okay.
Oh.
It was so painfully her to know exactly what to say, to know that that's what I was worried about most.
Yeah.
I told her the same thing. Me too. I'll do fine.
Oh.
She looked relieved. That was the last time we saw each other in person. I remember sobbing myself to sleep that night. We kept in touch for about a year. Suddenly, she stopped picking up and replying.
Oh.
I heard they lost their house. I still texted her once in a while, though. A few months later, my mom died of pancreatic cancer. Then I stopped picking up and replying to anyone. I wanted to see her so badly back then, for her to hold me and just be around. I couldn't reach out, though. I was so ashamed of the state I was in, so we just slowly disappeared from each other's lives. I studied hard, worked hard, lived my life, dated, had sex, once in a while wondering, I wonder how she is, until our third first meeting.
Shit. I'm so excited. Go.
I'm so anxious right now. Okay. Our third first meeting. I was 23, so we're like
5 years later.
Yeah.
18 to 23. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Graduating high school.
whatever. Years later. I was 23. I just started working my first proper job. I was asked to join a few of my coworkers for dinner and drinks with their friends from another company.
Shut
She
up.
better fucking be there.
There's just no way.
I was barely paying attention. Sometimes I feel like sorry, this is me now. This is not the story. This is Taryn. Sometimes I feel like people literally send in movie plots.
I'm waiting.
so
I'm
scared.
waiting for you to be doing a bit of like the Remy bit of like reading the
This is
Ratatouille
not
thing.
a bit.
I'm like so scared you're gonna be like, and that's the movie, blah blah blah.
No,
I'm terrified.
no. I'm so scared right now, though.
Kento, this better be real.
I was asked to join a few of my coworkers for dinner and drinks with their friends from another company. I was barely paying attention as we walked into the restaurant, and the next thing I knew, I was being introduced to some really talented intern from some nearby company.
Shut the fuck up.
That intern was a rat that was cooking.
You're so annoying.
No, but the food was incredible. And it turns out a rat cooked it. Okay. I was being introduced to some really talented intern from some nearby company. That intern, ... was my wife.
Of course. How?
It was
How
our
does that
third
happen?
first meeting. At this point, I'd graduated. I was earning decent money. I felt confident enough to take care of myself, my little sister, and the people around me.
Aw. I mean, at that point,
Just
you
his
just
little
look at her
sister.
and I'd be like, married right now.
Just
There's no way.
because mom's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And the people around me, and I was in a better place. My wife was about to graduate magna cum laude.
Oh, wow.
I never know if it's loud or laude.
I think it's loud.
Magna cum
Loud.
laude.
I forget.
And start working at a company in the same area as me, of course.
Naturally.
She looked happier and she was happier. We once again had to get to know each other and catch up on all the things we'd missed out on the time we were
This
apart.
is so romantic.
So much had happened that we were meeting as completely different people. But just like that, for the first time and the second time, I fell for her all over again. We started dating after only a few months because the first time she came home with me, she found the jar of I love yous. Bro, you had it. He had it all this time. This is
And like
sickening.
out, like it was that important to him still that it was just there.
Maybe she was snooping.
Oh, I don't blame her.
Maybe she was singing, humming a different tune.
Oh, it was I don't
No,
know.
that's what it was. Did you know that humming decreases stress? I read that, which is why a lot of people in scary movies are like humming. You know, like,
Oh, that's how they all get killed. Anyways, we're getting distracted.
okay. She
Back
found
to
the jar of I love
greatest love
yous.
story ever.
I kept it all these years, and she finally read through them. I mean, didn't they just say stuff like I love you?
It probably said like when it happened and like what he was feeling.
Oh, I'd written stuff like I love you when when you signed the lyrics to your solo for my sister. I love you when you started tying your hair up in a bun. I love you when you came to my graduation and made me a banner. I love you because you're the strongest, toughest human I know.
I can't take it.
But most of the papers just said I love you just because. Because that's really all it is. She cried like a baby and said I love you too just because. And that was that. We've been together for
love you guys
6
too.
years and married for almost 1. My mom always wanted me to marry her.
Oh, Kento, why are you doing this to us?
Fuck, man.
Oh,
My mom always wanted me to marry her. I'm sure she'll be celebrating with us somewhere. She is, buddy.
okay, this is too much.
There's 2 more little paragraphs.
I'm gonna throw up.
Don't. Kento wouldn't want that for you. When I was younger, I didn't believe in fate, nor did I believe I'd ever get married.
Oh, I fucking do now.
We'd both had to go through so much shit all our lives that we didn't think we'd get to be happy, especially not together. But we worked hard, we were patient, and we were surrounded by people who were willing to work hard for. Who we were willing to work hard for.
Yeah.
They say you can't change the hand you're dealt, so you can only make the best of what you've been given. I think we've both done that to the best of our abilities, and that's why we're here now. So if there's anything I want the people hearing our story to know, it's that love is always going to start with yourself. Despite all the pain we've had to endure to get here, I think the 2 of us are truly lucky that we were able to get ourselves to a place where we loved ourselves and our lives enough to want to share it with another person that we love. I don't really know how fate works, and I know a lot of people don't believe in it, but I met my wife 3 times and fell in love with her all 3 times. So even if fate doesn't exist, I'm pretty sure this is the closest thing to it. Thank you for listening. And to my beautiful wife, happy almost 1-year anniversary. I hope you're happy. I love you. Come home soon. I fixed our bidet.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna pass out and die. That was the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life. I believe in straight love again. Oh my God. She's bi, but their love is straight.
Yeah,
I just don't even know what to do with myself. That was,
Kento, that was the cutest thing I've ever heard. If you are not a writer,
yeah, that was incredible.
become one immediately. That was so fun to read.
Yeah, please make that a book. Like, I can just see it now of like first meeting and then like sharing all the other stories and like the trials and tribulations.
Oh
and
my
then
God,
like,
I'm going to ask him if I can post that on Instagram or something.
that was incredible. That was so cute. And how creative of you to like write in and have us share that. And I hope your wife was so shocked listening to this.
Girl, You have such a good one, and obviously you're such a good one because you just sound amazing. Both of you are perfect. We would love to meet you. Where are you?
Yeah.
What's your Addy?
Happy
Drop the
anniversary.
pin.
Yeah, we'll be there. Is there an anniversary party? We want to celebrate your love.
Wait, you guys should redo like a vows a recommitment ceremony in like 5 years.
Yeah.
We'll host it.
Oh my God.
We'll pay for it. Do you want to give us your baby? Maybe we can adopt their baby.
They probably want their baby if they're planning on having one.
But that's also a great point.
Yeah.
Can we help you raise it?
Can we be your baby?
Can we be your baby? Oh my God.
My
Well,
God, you guys are perfect.
I told you that would be perfect. Oh.
Okay, I need to like go cry alone for a little bit, I think. Thank you for writing in. Kento, you're the coolest human ever.
Now we have to name one of our kids Ken.
Oh my God, yeah. Fuck.
At least middle name.
Are we doing middle names?
I thought we weren't.
Oh, that's a story for another day.
Maybe we'll change our last name to Kento.
Oh my God, let's do it.
What's your last name? We'll change it to your last name.
Can we be your family? That was amazing.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Thank y'all for listening.
Another great epi. Hey, let us know how you like this new setup. We're trying something different.
We're just trying to get cozy.
We're just
hate
trying
those chairs in the dining room.
It feels like part of weird business
It's so
meeting.
stale. Yeah. We gotta go. I love you. I love you, Kento.
I love you. Oh my God. Let's call each other Kento. That's so cute. Like a fun nickname. Okay, I love you.
Name.
Okay, I love you, Kento.
Sweet dreams, guys. Bye.
Sweet dreams. Thanks for listening. Baby.